That was a big yawn. That was a big yawn.
You yawning because you tired of being here?
Nah. And so, welcome back. Welcome back. We definitely, first of all, I just want to say thank you. We certainly didn't expect to get so much support and so many views on that video.
Thank you so much.
As I think I may have said in the comments, for us, it was really more like therapy. Like we were like, you know what?
It's
We were feeling
raw.
very overwhelmed, and let's get this off of us.
Yeah.
Let's get it off of us. So we just hit record, and we were like, let's just get it out. Let's get it out. So the last video was really just us venting, the emotional feels. Again, as you already know, you can only prepare so much. There's difference once you actually experience something.
Yeah.
But here we are now. It's been 1 week.
Yeah.
1 week, and like I said, I feel better.
Yeah, I feel better too. I'm being careful so I don't talk so much because somebody in the comments said that I need to shut up and let my husband talk and finish his sentences. So if I cut you off.
Oh, I'll tell you something. I'm gonna say something. No.
But we feel a lot better. I feel a lot better than I did last Friday. It's Saturday, but last week.
Yeah, we did it a lot. Yeah.
Why do we feel better?
Well, I mean, I think it's like what a lot of people said in the comments too. It's just like give it time, right? Give it time. And the thing is, I knew that, there's that, like you have like your flesh and your spirit, right? Like I knew spiritually and I knew like intellectually that like, okay, this isn't going to be easy,
right.
But I still think like my neurological, reaction to it still was like, oh God, like this was stressful. Like I know it'd be stressful, but it's one thing to like anticipate stress and then feel stress. Like, it's just different. That's all I can really explain. So I guess you have to really kind of experience it. So for the people who are here or who've experienced living abroad, if you know kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things I think we've had a lot happen in a short amount of time. As you already know, you saw that we had to move from one Airbnb to our other short-term rental, which we're in a short-term rental right now in Coco del Mar, which I'm going to, maybe I will show you a tour of that for people who are looking for short-term residences as well. And we've been on the apartment hunt, which we have found our apartment. Yep. So we're going to be signing that lease tomorrow.
Yep.
Which is close to our son's daycare, which we found a daycare for our son.
And it's so nice.
That was another major thing. I think that probably helped the most getting that boy out the house. Because he was
making it rough.
He was making it bored.
But we found a daycare and we love it a lot. They teach both English and Spanish. So he'll kind of learn Spanish. And it's a different mix of students. So there's some students from, I think someone said China or China. There's a student from China. There's a student from the States. So it's just a mix of students.
Yeah, about half of them are Panamanian, but the other half are like different, like international, U.S., Europe, or somewhere in Asia. So it's a nice little mix, and it's funny because you'll have like, not funny, but you'll have like people who are there who they're all trying to learn these languages, and you see the kids all talking to each other. Like one of the kids speaks Mandarin. Our son obviously speaks English, and then and then they're all like 3-year-olds, so it's not like they really talk that well anyway. But they're like all talking to each other, and like they're still communicating and getting along. So I like that. So I think that really helped. He's still adjusting.
He is.
I think he got
the first day was the worst.
I think he got used to being with us at home.
Yeah.
So he definitely was like, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school.
He's trying to take his shirt off and no, I don't want to go to school.
He'll wear that uniform. He's like, but he's getting better each day, and they feeding him good. So
then that's day 2 of the daycare. He got a little bit better, and then day 3, he was a lot better. So he's adjusting as well, and so we're being patient. And they're very understanding and patient with him. And we love that. And so on top of that, to piggyback, we found a sitter that we're going to be testing out that we like to kind of have long term, just to kind of help with babysitting and helping around. And so we interviewed her. And we'll talk about that in another video on that website on where we found her. And what else we got?
Oh yeah, I guess like really quickly too, just a caveat on that. Our goddaughter is also homeschooled right now.
She is homeschooled.
We just like we do it through Florida, like through a program in Florida from where we're from.
Yeah.
And she does that virtually, and then I'm also like her teacher in that. So we just kind of focus on that for now. Maybe if we decide to really make it a permanent
we'll think
permanent home, and we'll
about
go into the
international
schools.
schools or something like that.
So we'll take our time on that. Now, really, I ain't gonna be honest with you. We had to write a list. We're like, what was all the things that were good? Like, almost like journaling.
Yeah.
We wrote a list of things that has made things a little bit better this past week. So I would say overall, I feel less stressed. I think what helped was finding a couple good restaurants, right? We tried out some restaurants that we saw other YouTubers who posted about the places that they're going, or other like expats here who tried places.
And we just walked into places
and also
too.
just walked into places. That's actually some of the better places, actually.
Yeah, there's a spot down here in Coco del Mar. What's it called? Coco Market?
It's called a Coco Market. It's like a bunch of different restaurants in one area, and it's all they had, man, some really good acai bowls. I actually like coconut now. I mean, I wasn't really out, but I like coconut here. Yeah. And we've tried a couple places like Casa Madre was a really good spot that was a good
spot. Healthier food for sure. If you're looking for like healthier food, that definitely was a spot we enjoyed, and we got to drink a coconut water out of the coconut, and then they cut the flesh out of it for us. So we didn't have that experience before, and that was good. So we found some like go-to restaurants that we really like. And then what else we got?
Grocery shopping has gotten easier.
Oh yes. So
we're spending so much time with the translator, taking pictures and trying to translate stuff. It's gotten a little bit better. But I think also the grocery store, we discovered that we kind of, again, we know people are going to send the comments, that's not the cheapest, that's not where the local shop. But so far from easing us in and not having to be so stressed in there, we've been able to shop at Reba Smith because it does have some familiar brands. Yeah. And also like a little bit like, some stuff is like translated in Spanish and English already.
Yes.
It's a little more of a
familiar
grocery shopping experience for us, for us. I can't speak to anyone else. Some people are going to have a great time finding it. We're still looking for like the farmers markets and like the fish markets and stuff. Yeah. We have some places to try out. Like I think people told us to go to Costco Viejo. People said to go to other places too. So we do plan to do that. But as you already know, we just got here, so we're trying to look for school,
we're trying to grab some stuff quickly.
Look for daycare, look for apartments. Everything.
I mean, we did like 7 apartment tours.
Yeah, all the different places. And man, one of the developers was giving us a hard time on it, but we decided to just walk away from it. You can't get attached to this stuff.
Yeah, you cannot. You got to walk away if it don't feel right. It don't sit.
It's crazy
too
because the moment we made the decision to walk away from that one, and we went the very next place that we got to, we're like, God, good thing we didn't go to the other one. This is even better. And it was like walking distance to our son's daycare, and it kind of reminded us of why we wanted to also move to Panama. We did okay in the U.S. We both have jobs. We did okay. We live in a nice neighborhood. Yeah. But we kind of felt like we were kind of doing the same thing day in and day out. Even though we were working from home. I work from home. At the time, my wife was working outside the home. We just felt like it was the same thing every day. Like get up, help her get the kids out, or go to work. Come back, help me get ready for the next day. But one of the things that we found that we were kind of doing differently here is like we really have begun to slow down a little bit more. It was kind of a challenge because like I'm used to like kind of like get this done, get this done. Like in the beginning we were trying to like get the kids, let's go. But like today,
it's like fast, but it's slow.
Yeah, like I mean with these cars, it's fast, and you're trying to cross streets, it's fast. But I would say we found ourselves like kind of sitting in the Multiplaza Mall, just sitting there and watching our kids play at the park
for like an hour
or two, right? And that's something we never used to.
I always felt a rush.
Yeah, like we was going to the park, but it'd be like, all right, y'all got 10 minutes, we gotta go. It's hot out here.
Yeah.
But now we just kind of like it was time like we got off work, where we would then clock out, log out, close down the computer, and then go walk to the Coco Market. They're playing like music, and our kids are just dancing and just having a good time. And we're trying the different foods. We're just exploring a little bit more and taking our times, enjoying more as a family. So I think that has helped us to decompress a lot more. And I think walking in general too. Like we like walking. That's another reason we wanted to move here too, was for a more walkable lifestyle. We lived in a more suburban neighborhood
area, so we didn't get to walk a whole lot, and
closer to the stuff.
Yeah, we wanted to just, if we could, walk everywhere that possible, because we wanted to just kind of be more active as a couple. Working from home, like Lee said, he worked from home fully, and then when I was in the States, I was working a job where I was outside of the home. But I was sitting in a car for long hours doing the work, or sitting at a desk, which we're still going to be doing now. But by the time I got home, I was exhausted. We barely could get walks in. But the fact that we have to walk to get groceries, have to walk to go get our son from school, we feel like it just kind of influences us to just want to walk more and overall health, which is what we're trying to, which is one of the goals and one of the reasons why we also made the move. What else surprised you? Like, what surprised you about, we got our Panama phone numbers.
Oh, we did a lot.
Yeah, we got our
actually
phone
made it a lot
numbers.
easier too to communicate.
Yes.
I would say also because we were using something called Holify, which is like a global like data only plan, and we're using that to try to just have WhatsApp and Google Voice and things. And we'll talk about that in another video, how we kind of transition like our phone from US to kind of being in Panama and what kind of setup we decided that worked a little bit better. But just going on it. We got that accomplished. We had to navigate a lot. We finished doing the applications and everything for our health insurance, which took hours.
It took hours.
Hours, man. But
I'm so proud of you because, listen, when he put his mind to something, it gets done. You understand? And I mean, he goes in tunnel vision, and he got it done. He translated it. We used ChatGPT, Gemini to kind of get the questions answered. We fill that thing out and we send it to the broker.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's what it's
send it to the broker.
Yeah,
so we're waiting to hear back. And so we'll talk about our insurance plan and what we chose and why we chose it in another video.
Yeah, because we're still going through that process. So we want to kind of see it through its completion.
Yeah.
And then we'll be kind of share that process with you all. But yeah, I mean, definitely we're going to show you, how to.
Wise.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, honey.
No,
I'm not trying to get. I'm not trying to get yelled at in these videos.
Whoever that said in the comments, get her.
Listen,
get her. She got to put some respect on my name.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, go ahead. Talk about that.
No. We're good. I mean, I don't want to ramble. We're just decompressing even this out right now. Like, you're kind of literally seeing us process here. I mean, I guess we could have organized and wrote a script and this and that, but we just wanted you kind of like to walk through like what we're thinking, what we're feeling. There's a lot more to be excited about today than when we first got here. And again, we knew it would get better. We knew it would get better, and we made that video to get that out because we're people of faith. We're like, what? We don't want to be fake, and you know how it is. Especially in our community. And like, how you doing today? Blessed and highly favored. Just good. Nothing to complain about. At least you're breathing. So, but we wanted to show like we weren't doing okay at that time.
And it ain't always happy endings in just life, period. Yeah. Like, you can try something, it could work or it could not work. But there shouldn't be shame if it doesn't work because you tried it. And there is learning lessons in everything you try. Fall forward. And like we've always said, whenever we've been wrong or whenever we've misstepped, God has always rerouted us. So we're on this journey. And for real, y'all, thank you for the comments. They have really been.
They varied.
They varied, but they favored.
Supportive.
Very supportive, and they really helped us like keep going and really like believe in what we're trying to do and accomplish. So we really appreciate y'all so much.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep. Well, obviously we're gonna keep making videos, keep tracking this journey. One, so that we can hopefully maybe inspire other people to do something similar. But also to remind ourselves constantly of like what our why is. Like, and like we want to be able to go back and say, yeah, that's how we felt that day, but look at how we feel today. Like, even like rewatching that first video and looking at today, it's like, do I still get some overwhelming feelings? Like today when we were doing that health insurance application?
Yeah.
Yes.
He looked at me and was like, do you think we really need insurance? I'm like, yes, baby. We need to do this. And he's like, oh, all right.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that kind of helped us with the leasing process is that we both worked in real estate. We had a real estate company for a long time.
Actually, a real estate.
And I have a real estate license as well. So yeah. Going through that contract, and we had a really good realtor who was able to translate the which, man, shout out to Edgar, man. He definitely did his thing. We'll plug him more once we see how this thing wrap up.
Right.
Let's see how this contract wrap up.
We got to see how we sitting in the apartment for a little while, see how it goes. But
one thing we want to add, and we're kind of close out on this. I know we've been getting people also ask like, what do we do? Which I guess is a common thing because
for sure.
When we prepared for we had this vision years ago. I mean, I feel like I had this vision placed to me as a kid.
We didn't just jump out here.
So something we've been planning for a long time. So every step going back from when we first got married to now was like, well, how do we create a way to sustain ourselves abroad. Like we didn't, want to quit our jobs and go. But you definitely thought about it a couple times. We were like, let's just quit the
God
job.
was like,
let's just quit the jobs and figure it out. And it's like, nah, let's not do that. Let's have a little bit of wisdom.
Yeah.
And for some people,
A lot
if
of
God
wisdom
is
and
calling
advisors.
you, if God is calling you, I ain't gonna, each of us has a different calling.
Yes.
But I felt like for us with us having the kids too, we're like, all right, let's have a little more calculated risk in it. So, I've always looked for a job that allowed me to work from anywhere. And that's how I got into technology to begin with.
Yep.
And after I got laid off before, which I don't think I even made that video, I got laid off like in 2024. And I'm transitioning into tech sales.
Yep.
So that's what I've been doing now. And then my wife is in tech sales too.
You refer me in.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that.
Yep.
But we I think you already saw like some people who've already been here with us, we did course careers. So
in like 2023.
Yeah, so that really did help for the interview process. I mean, obviously they didn't no one was like, hey, oh, you did course careers, here's a job. We still had to grind.
You
I had to
grind,
do a lot of prospecting.
Yes.
The best way to get a tech sales job is to do the job itself, like actually prospect. But man, whatever. I'm not gonna go into that too much here.
Yeah.
Listen, again, thank you all again for so much support.
Yes.
Thank you for everything that you've said. It really is helpful. We're trying to figure this thing out. And if you have any more tips that you can share with us, and as we see things, we'll share those things. But look, we appreciate it.
Yes.
So subscribe, share the video, like it.
Put your comments, questions, like help us out. If you know a place that's cheaper, let us know. We went to Stevens today for furniture and we thought that it was reasonable, but if y'all know some place that's different,
yeah, man. Comment if you got some places for furniture. If you're looking for some twin beds. All right, y'all.
Good night. Thank you guys.